Estamos aqui, eu e a Lorin Hansen. Ah, long time that we are together, yeah, Lorin. So I really appreciate your being. I really appreciate your time over here. I, gente, eu conheço a Lorin por muito tempo, muitos anos mesmo, e eu estou muito feliz de tê-la aqui. Ela realmente é uma pessoa que eu aprecio muito. E eu acho que esse bate-papo aqui vai ser maravilhoso. Mais uma vez, sabe, vai lá no canal, like it, subscreva lá no canal, para a gente continuar isso aqui toda semana, trazer outras pessoas. É super interessante ter pessoas que estão dedicadas à cultura brasileira, a essa questão racial, e a gente hoje vai ver uma perspectiva de uma pessoa branca, uma mulher americana, né? Mas que realmente abraça e se dedica muito pela cultura brasileira. We are here with this person that I admire a lot. And please like our channel and also subscribe to that. We are trying over here every single week to bring somebody that we can have open conversation about, samba, about Brazil, about United States, about, racism, anti-racism, and also the perspective now today, a white person, a woman, an American, but who embraces and really take care of the Brazilian culture as her own, and really is an example of dedication and study, and it's amazing. So, Lori, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Good. I feel so honored to be here. I've learned a lot from this series, and it's really been something that's been enriching my life through the pandemic and through the quarantine. And I'm just really grateful to you for doing all this.
Well, great for everybody, because I feel like everybody else is stepping in, and it's been amazing experience. I did not know I knew it how to do this, and it's so beautiful. It's very beautiful, and I feel like it's a healing for everybody. Hey, Vanya is here with us. Vanya is my right arm right now. Oh, Jill Merritt is also over here. Elbow cuff.
that is, I don't know what that is. That's my what is she? My mother-in-law.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, mother-in-law beijo. So let's start it, okay? Let's start it with this incredible chit chat. Oh, bate-papo de malandro. Lorin, when you wake up in the morning and you look at your mirror, who you see?
A lot of things, but I think that I see someone who is really willing to work hard for samba, and someone who I would describe as maybe like in the grips of samba, like I think I am a faithful daughter of samba, and I feel a great deal of responsibility, and this is why I call myself sambista, because I feel like I have this beast inside of me that will not stop until I create good samba in my community.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Gente, eu perguntei para ela que quando ela acorda de manhã e olha no espelho, o que ela vê, né? Quem que ela vê? E ela disse que ela vê tantas coisas. Mason. Que ela vê muita coisa, que ela vê coisas diferentes, mas que ela vê também que ela tem, tipo assim, ela se chama de beast. Beast seria tipo um monstro, né? Que ela tem um monstro dentro dela, que é a força dela para ela se dedicar ao samba, que ela ama o samba, e que ela está sempre ali trabalhando muito duro para que faça com que o samba chegue até a comunidade dela, e que ela se sente muito responsável e honrada, né, de estar aqui. Então, é muito bonito tudo isso. Thank you, Lorin. Lorin, but what part of you that you don't allow other people to see? Like, what part of you is Lorin? It's not Lorin Sambista, it's not Lorin who are dedicated to samba. Do you have any hobbies? You know, like, what is this part of you that we are so curious to know about it?
I think it's probably like my softer side. I think that a lot of times I really like to feel fierce, and samba has helped bring that ferocity out of me, but I do still have a soft and feminine side. I really like to garden, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, and so this year it has made space for me to do a lot of gardening, which is something I really enjoy. And I think probably another thing that I kind of unintentionally hide is I do have some health problems. You know, I have
Mm,
asthma and sinus problems that
mhm.
sometimes get in my way, and I have to
Okay.
work around them.
Oh, okay. So we have something in common.
Yes.
I don't have asthma, but I have the sinus issue.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so bad. Okay. What makes you not want to show the soft? Because the soft also can be very fiercey. Yeah. So what makes you to feel like, oh, I don't want to show the soft side?
Um, I don't know. I think, you know, with social media, it's like we're always kind of curating ourselves and
Uh-huh.
picking and choosing what parts to show of ourselves. But I also think that for me, my samba journey has been one of finding my boldness, coming from a place where
Oh.
I was very shy, I was very inhibited. I think I thought I was this big. I did not have very good self esteem. And then
Mm.
samba came into my life and it woke me up and taught me that I am bold and I am brave and I am fierce. So,
That's beautiful. Eu perguntei para a Lauren qual é a parte que ela não gosta de mostrar, né, para as outras pessoas, para a comunidade, essas coisas assim. Ela estava dizendo que às vezes ela sente que ela não gosta de mostrar a parte suave, a parte leve, aquela parte assim mais feminina dela, né? Que ela gosta sempre de estar sendo muito forte, se apresentando com muita força, e essas coisas todas. E ela começou a dizer também que ela, de repente, ela não mostra para as pessoas que ela tem um problema de saúde, que ela tem asma, que ela tem sinusite, né? Porque ela acha que ela tem que estar sempre, sabe, achando um caminho para não mostrar isso. Aí eu perguntei para ela o porquê ela acha que ser leve ou ser suave ou feminina se é um problema, e ela disse que hoje em dia, com a questão da social media, né, da internet, a gente está sempre tendo que ver o que a gente bota, né, e qual a aparência que o que a gente mostra às pessoas, né. Mas ela disse também uma coisa muito bonita, que ela falou que a jornada dela no samba fez com que ela realmente aprendesse a ver que ela é poderosa, que ela tem, sabe, porque ela tinha problema com a autoestima, e ela começou aprender a ser mais direta, a ser mais concreta, a ser mais forte, e foi através dessa jornada com o samba. So, samba, when did you hear the call for samba?
um, I hear it's called relentlessly every day.
Mhm,
But you know, for me, at first it started with the drums. I was
mhm.
a gymnast and a dancer. I was in dance, but in terms of Brazil, I learned first about drumming, samba drumming,
Okay, okay,
before samba dancing.
okay,
So definitely it came through the rhythm and the drums. And then
okay.
it came through the forest where I met you.
Oh, okay, okay. So, eu perguntei para ela quando que ela começou a ouvir, né, a chamada do samba, né, e ela disse que foi primeiro ela foi através da música. Ela era ginasta e ela dançava, mas não dançava samba. Então ela foi através da música, e aqui tem um programa que é todo ano, já por 20 e poucos anos, que é o California Brasil Camp. E é tipo um acampamento mesmo, no meio assim, de uma floresta maravilhosa, que a gente sempre ia, e foi lá que a gente se encontrou, isso há muito tempo atrás. So, but how was that journey for you?
Well, I've always thought it was very cool, and I'm really grateful that I experienced samba first at California Brazil Camp, because this is a dance floor with no mirrors. Mm-hmm. And it's in the middle of the forest, and you're connecting with the trees, and it's I think it was the first time I had done dance with no mirrors. Mm-hmm. And I had a lifetime of looking in a mirror and comparing myself with others physically. And then here was this opportunity to feel dance and to tune into how I felt when I danced, not just how I look. And it was revolutionary.
Ok. E ela disse que a jornada dela, eu perguntei como é que foi essa jornada para ela nesse samba, e ela está dizendo que, sabe, assim, a primeira vez que ela dançou num lugar que não tinha espelho e que ela não tinha como se comparar com as outras pessoas em termos de fisicamente ou até mesmo, né, em termos das habilidades dela, e que está num lugar que é uma floresta, que realmente é lindo, gente, realmente é maravilhoso. O Brasil, California Brazil Campus is something amazing. E aí, se você, no meio da árvore, ela começou a aprender ali naquele momento que ela não precisava estar preocupada com imagem ou com nada. Ela precisava estar conectada, dançar com a emoção. A Vânia está dizendo que Lorin has a surreal energy, and she transmits us all this wonderful energy.
Thanks,
Wow.
Vânia.
Mas aí, I believe also, hey, Caxanga do Malandro, that's beautiful. Mestre Carlos de Bolacha, he's gonna be here next week, guys, with me. Carlos de Bolacha vai estar aqui do Caxanga do Malandro semana que vem. Que lindo. So, Lorin, but did you find hard to just immerse into that energy of samba, or it was easy? How was for you? Because you bring in something like, oh, I had a problem with my self-esteem, I was not confident, and samba brought this energy. Sometimes when this energy, we also get scared. So how was for you?
No, it was like I grabbed onto a rope that just pulled me and pulled and never stopped. And I've always felt like my samba journey is sort of like rolling down a hill. Like I don't have a lot of choice about it. Gravity is just drawing me there, even maybe against my will sometimes.
Okay.
So I actually found it very easy because, you know, I'm American, but I'm also a Utahn. I don't know if people know about Utah culture, but it's a special place.
Yes. Tell us. We need to know.
Well, for me, we have a lot of taboos and inhibitions, and it's good to be very polite. It's good to be very quiet. It's good to, it's very much against the rules to feel sensual or celebrate your body or look in a mirror and praise yourself. All of these things were against the rules. And then Brazil brought me this opportunity, all of these new opportunities where I didn't know there was a culture that could encourage all of these things that had been discouraged in me for my whole life.
Ok. Eu perguntei para ela se foi fácil a jornada dela, porque às vezes, né, a gente está lidando com essa coisa ela trouxe aqui o fato de que ela tinha problema com autoestima, ela não se acreditava, E aí ela disse que parece que ela agarrou uma corda quando ela escutou a chamada do samba, é como se ela tivesse agarrado uma corda e a corda puxou ela e ela sempre se vê mais e mais e mais dentro dessa energia do samba e às vezes até mesmo contra a vontade dela. Mas ela disse que uma coisa assim que é muito importante saber é como foi a cultura dela, da onde que ela veio. Ela veio de Utah, né, que é um estado aqui dos Estados Unidos, e que ela disse que tinha muita proibição de tudo, tem muitos tabus, e tem muita, assim, você não pode, é bom ser educado, você tem que ser educado, tem que ser quieto, você tem que ser, sabe, respeitar as leis, você tem que fazer tudo isso, e é muita repressão. Então, samba e o Brasil, a cultura do Brasil, veio para ela como uma liberação e uma realização de que ela começou a perceber que tudo aquilo que ela foi cortada, né, tipo assim, tudo aquilo que ela pensou, o que ela não podia fazer, na cultura brasileira era celebrado, né? Então ela foi esse a grande lição. So, did you have any cultural shock? Did you have any like something that you like? Oh,
No, not really. I think for me, I've always existed in Utah and not understood the culture here. I've always felt separate from and not understand it. And for me, Brazilian culture makes a lot more sense to my intuition and to where I wanted to spend my energy and where I wanted to take my life. I think, it's the one thing I thought of is like it has always felt like a more of a remembering than a learning,
Oh, okay.
like a returning.
Okay. Eu perguntei, né, que se ela teve um choque cultural, né, e ela disse que, na verdade, não, porque apesar dela ter crescido e ter lidado com todas essas questões da onde ela nasceu, da onde ela cresceu, ela nunca se sentiu à vontade com essa cultura, ela nunca entendeu, ela nunca achou que ela tivesse conectada com essa parte dessa cultura dela, e que ela realmente, assim, quando ela viu a cultura brasileira, que ela se conectou, para ela, parece que ela não está aprendendo, parece que ela está lembrando, é como se ela estivesse retornando, né, para casa, é como se ela estivesse voltando para casa. Então, assim, não foi tão chocante para ela essa diferença cultural, porque na concepção dela, quando ela recebeu a chamada do samba, é como se ela estivesse voltando para casa. Ai, que coisa linda. This is beautiful. This is beautiful and very profound. Very profound. Are you there? Can you hear me? Gustavo, acho que ela não está me escutando.
Are we okay?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great. So that's the thing with life. Yeah, we all the time have to be dealing with that. So, but guys, look, if you are enjoying this conversation with me and Lorin, of course, YouTube, you can go there. Also subscribe and like the page so we can really, to start it to be, you can have access and everything, and you will know. So, Lorin, okay. So, how is for you, winning 2 times, actually 3 times, the Adriana's Lima Female Malandro. You won individually and you won in the group competition, yeah? Actually, you killed my group. Just kidding. So how what those competitions really meant to you, and what was the message that you want to give in your presentation?
Well, that was my very first dance contest I had ever entered. Was the very first one, so that was 2017, and I had been dancing a long time, but I had never competed. I had never done a contest, and so that was a big leap for me. But what ended up happening, which I'm very grateful for, is it provided me with that challenge that motivated me to practice every day. And I ended up discovering so much just because I pushed myself and I just started to open my eyes a little bit more and try a little bit harder. And it was unbelievable what opened up for me and the discoveries that I made through that process. If I'm honest, this is kind of personal, but it actually ended up being also maybe one of the first opportunities that I ever really made a really intentional call to my ancestors to come and help me. Because
wow.
it's scary, you know, and I felt I needed that help. And it was a concept that was in my life, but I had never made that specific call to them. And then all 3 years, it was very apparent that they were right there with me. I very much felt my grandpa, especially the first year. And it's interesting because, you know, I'm white. My ancestors are white for a while back behind me. But my grandfather, he froze to death on a mountaintop. He was a climber. And I never met him, but he died out in nature. And I've always felt like, you know, one of the things that gives me permission to connect with this tradition is the universal nature of just the elements, the nature, the nature that is within the tradition, because I know, because I exist in nature, you know. And even though I kind of am an outsider of this cultural tradition, it's I think one very strong thing for me is this ability to connect with the earth through samba.
Wow. So Joanna is saying this is awesome. Utah is about Mormonism and outdoorsy activities. Lorin develops an amazing cultural work here in Utah. I agree with you, Joanna. I agree. It's amazing. It's amazing. So you mentioned something being white, yeah? And you mentioned about, oh, let me just translate so people can. I'm sorry. So, eu perguntei para ela que ela, na verdade, ela ganhou 3 competições, né? Ela ganhou a competição, 2 competições individuais e ela ganhou a competição de grupo, né? Que foi o lançamento do 2019 aqui no International Samba Congress. E aí eu perguntei para ela qual foi a significância dessas competições para ela e também qual foi a mensagem que ela queria dar. E ela confessou que essa foi uma das primeiras vezes, foi a primeira vez. Ela falou que, se ela fosse honesta mesmo, foi quando ela se conectou com os ancestrais dela, né? E ela sabe que ela é branca, ela sabe que, sabe, ela vem de uma linhagem branca, mas que ela realmente percebeu a presença e a assistência dos ancestrais dela. E que na primeira competição de 2017, ela realmente sentiu a presença do avô dela, que morreu, o avô dela escalava montanhas, morreu numa dessas escalas, ele morreu congelado nessa montanha. E ela não o conheceu, mas que ela viu que ele era conectado com a natureza, e uma coisa que ela vê que ela faz ao se conectar com a cultura brasileira é realmente que ela é uma pessoa da natureza e que essa cultura traz essa coisa de realmente conectá-la, né? Então é muito importante. E Lauren, why Malandro? What's this for you?
Because you shared it with me, you know?
Oh.
Because it came into my life, and once it was there, I could not ignore it. I couldn't not follow it. It was a powerful force that came in, and obviously, and it was just like I said before, it was almost against my will. It's almost like I can't stop it. And it's like that quote, like, once you learn to read, you can't unlearn. it.
Mhm, mhm,
It's once I
mhm,
connected with this, I couldn't unconnect.
mhm. I truly remember the time that you allowed yourself to come to one of my dance class, and I think that was when I was showing the Malandro thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Anna, I was super intimidated of you at first, right? Like
Uh-huh.
you were larger than life, and I was 20. Like I was just a little girl, and you brought so much power, and so you stood so much ground. And I wasn't used to
Mhm.
women doing that, and I wasn't used to people doing that. It was very new to me, and so yeah, it probably took me like a couple years to like actually talk to you and
Yeah, that's true, that's true. That's a beautiful thing. Então, gente, eu perguntei para ela por que malandro, né? E ela se emocionou até falando que foi eu que me apresentei para ela, e uma vez que ela pegou esse poder e essa energia, ela não consegue, mesmo contra a vontade dela, ela não consegue se sair dessa energia, né? E eu disse para ela que eu lembro muito claramente quando foi a primeira vez lá no camp, que ela, porque ela resistia muito a pegar minha aula. Eu via sempre ela tem assim no camp tem um espaço onde a gente dança, tem assim, ela sempre pega a mesma cabine, então ela sempre estava ali, mas ela nunca estava na aula. E um dia que eu comecei a apresentar Malandro, ela veio para a aula. Então, obrigada. Thank you for allowing me to know this, and it's so important, sometimes, now I'm getting emotional, but it's important for us to know how the connection is there, and we sometimes we have no idea how we impact people,
yeah,
and how that impact can change people's life, it transform people's lives,
yeah,
Thank you so
absolutely.
much. Thanks so much for
Thank
being
you.
open, and thank you for really to get this. So, but being a woman, white, American, you know, representing a very black persona, there is just like the stereotype of the Brazilian black man. Uh, did you feel at any moment resistance or rejection from from people, from maybe teachers or people or something like that?
Um, I think for being such a, you know, for existing in all of these dualities, right? Like I'm feminine, but I study this male dance, and I'm white, but I
Mm-hmm.
study black culture. I think given that fact, I have encountered not a lot of resistance and a whole lot of encouragement.
Oh,
Um,
that's great.
yeah, I mean, it is really great, and I'm so lucky to have so many teachers because of California Brazil Camp and also International Samba Congress. I've, hundreds of people I've met over the years, and uh, over and over again, uh, we're just being encouraged. And maybe what I've experienced is maybe people are skeptical at first, especially,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, especially Americans, um,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe people who come to my class. Sometimes they walk
Mm-hmm.
in and they see a skinny white girl and
Uh-huh.
they go like, what, is this going to be any good? But then it only takes a little bit of time, and I'm able to show my body wisdom and show that
Uhum,
I've dedicated a lot of time to this.
uhum,
So
uhum. Great. So, eu perguntei para ela, né, que ela trouxe essa questão de ser branca, né, e eu perguntei para ela, né, branca, só um instantinho que tem uma opção de gente falando aqui, só um instantinho, tá? Branca, mulher, né, e tá realmente incorporando essa coisa do malandro, né, que é uma coisa bem, bem, bem difícil, e como que é para ela isso, né? E se ela teve alguma experiência de ser rejeitada ou de ser é discriminada, ou então, assim, sabe, tem uma resistência até mesmo da comunidade brasileira em alguma coisa. Ela disse que por ela viver nessa dualidade, né, de ser mulher e se dedicar à dança do malandro, de ser branca e se identificar muito com a cultura negra, que ela realmente assim, não teve muito problema, porque, na verdade, ela teve muito apoio. Ela sente assim que ela teve apoio demais. Sendo que, às vezes, até mesmo as pessoas chegam na aula dela, tem assim, as pessoas ficam meio, sabe, assim, não acreditando muito por ela ser branca, pequenininha, magrinha, essas coisas todas, mas depois eles podem ver como que a corporeidade está ali presente dela, né? Como ela se dedica. Então, às vezes, assim, um pouquinho, leva um tempinho para as pessoas realmente acreditarem, mais uma vez que as pessoas veem isso, né, a dedicação, e vê o corpo dela, né, como o corpo dela aceita, então ela não tem tanto problema. Gustavo, eu queria te pedir para você colocar agora o vídeo da Laura, Lorin, fazendo, disputando aqui a competição dela, foi de 2019, e depois você coloca o vídeo dela recebendo o prêmio em 2017, tá bom? Esse vídeo, né, Laura, é do ano passado, é de 2019. This is a movie, video from last year. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Aye, that's beautiful. So that's really beautiful. And I envy you a lot. You can play and I cannot play. Just kidding, just kidding.
You
So,
can
and
play. I've
well,
seen
now
you.
I can. So now it's a 2017 when she received that actually was the first year that she, no, 2018, I'm sorry, 2018. Yeah. We cannot hear. We cannot hear. Yeah, for some reason we cannot hear, but it's myself is screaming her name and say who win, who won, and that was a very emotional thing. So it's it's so intense I think it's okay, Gustavo. Tá bem, meu filho, não precisa repetir, não. Por alguma razão a gente não pôde escutar, mas tudo bem. Uh, Lauren, looking back at those images, what comes to your mind or what comes to your heart? What do you feel?
Uh, just an amazing sense of gratitude because I felt like, I don't know, like it was so serendipitous. That year,
Mhm.
so many things came together in my life to around that contest. And I mean, honestly, I just can't even believe that you made that contest because I feel like it just provided three such amazing opportunities for me. And so few people dance the style. Not a lot of people know about it. Not a lot of people entered. Like less people than I thought
Mhm.
entered. And yeah, I just feel like so grateful that I said yes
Mhm.
because I think the first year I learned about the contest maybe like 2 weeks ahead of time
Mhm.
and just decided, no preparing, just go for it. And yeah, so just gratitude, just really a lot of gratitude.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So, but Lauren, we faced over here, well, of course, with the COVID now, but we faced over here in the United States this huge loss that like that really pushed us to be a little bit more. And I think like the Bate-Papo de Malandro even like create a little bit more space and opportunities because because what happened over here with the George Floyd and I just was feeling like we need to really to tell people what Malandro is because a lot of judgment for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember that uh, we had this. I sent an email to everybody that competed after the competition because I felt that something was happening and people was not connected. And I said, "You guys need to learn. You guys need to learn." I think like that email was really who I'm not. I'm not that harsh person, but it's really was like I cannot lose these people and not allow them and and allowing them not to be so engaged with and I feel like with this experience that we had over here in the United States with George Floyd, that really was explosion, worldly, yeah. um how that was for you, because I have heard some of your comments, for the lives and everything, like, wow, this is what the Malandro is the protector, the preserver of, so can you, like, expand a little bit more your thoughts about it?
Yeah.
How, being connected with this energy of Malandro and dealing with the situation over here. So what's that?
Um, yeah, well, I think there's such important lessons contained
Mhm.
in samba.
Mhm.
And you asked a little bit earlier, or may have brought up cultural appropriation and
Mhm.
how we might avoid that. And to me, I think what we fear in that scenario is frivolousness. If we're
Mhm.
only gonna take it at the surface and say, okay, a malandro is, he wears stripes and he's always drunk and whatever it is, um,
Mhm.
and then not go beyond that with any part, like with malandro, with pasista, with orishas, with any of it. There's so much depth that if we choose to just stay at the surface, um, we're robbing ourselves, we're robbing the rest of the world from those deeper lessons that, in my opinion, you know white culture is getting it wrong. We're missing a
Mhm.
lot of points and we're living
Mhm.
backwards in a lot of ways. And
Mhm.
Black wisdom, Black culture, and indigenous culture and wisdom has helped me find my way through all of that mess that white people have created, that white supremacy has created, and block out all of those messages that tell us to separate, or that we're not good enough, or all of these things that white supremacy tells all of us. And then like finding guides that can help me navigate and find deeper wisdom. Because for me, living in Utah, I had to really like get out and outside of my local culture to even find that stuff. So I just want to encourage people to like go deeper, because there's so much here. If it's about wearing feathers and showing your butt for you, that's great. It's awesome. But you could get more out. You can learn so much from this, and you can share really profound things with people that can change their lives, not just make them feel pretty or something.
So, eu falei para Laura, né, que essa questão assim de ser branca e aqui nos Estados Unidos agora, depois, né, do que aconteceu com o George, I forgot his name, I'm sorry, George Floyd, sorry, Lloyd. Foi uma das razões que eu comecei a criar esse bate-papo de malandro, que era para trazer essas questões mesmo, que a gente está conversando abertamente, né, de falar de racismo, de antirracismo, de realmente ver a posição do negro, e como é que é para ela, né, qual é a visão dela. E ela disse que realmente, através do samba, ela começou a perceber que ela tinha que tirar e que ela tinha que sair do que a cultura dela mesmo estava trazendo, né? Então, que realmente, para ela acha que quando você está envolvida com samba ou com malandro, se você ficar nessa parte superficial de só dizer que o malandro usa camisa listrada e que só está bêbado, ou então que a mulher só tem que usar biquíni, mostrar a bunda, essas coisas todas, você está perdendo e você está se roubando, e você também está roubando, né, dos outros, né, essa oportunidade de você ir realmente na raiz e realmente se beneficiar, e realmente mudar a sua vida e mudar a vida dos outros, né? Então, ela diz que realmente, assim, ela é consciente, foi o que eu ouvi, de ser branca nessa sociedade, mas que ela luta muito para se afastar de todas essas mensagens e do privilégio branco, né? Que ela vê, e ela tocou numa questão que até eu ia falar antes, que é a questão dessa apropriação cultural, né? O que ela faz para não estar, sabe, para não cair nessa armadilha da apropriação cultural, né? Então é muito importante. So, when I say that she is very emotional with so much professionalism, talent, and dedication, dances, samba, and play at the same time is surreal. And it is surreal. It's dançar e tocar ao mesmo tempo é muito difícil. It's very hard. The only person that I can see doing it very well, beside Lorin, is my father. I have to tell you, it's the only musician that I witnessed so many times. My father dancing and play at the same time, and play and dance at the same time.
What an amazing inspiration he is. I'm so fortunate to have known him for all these years and to learn.
Yes, he's a figure. He's a typical malandro. Eu estava comentando aqui que a Vânia fez o comentário dela e que realmente é muito difícil tocar e dançar, é muito difícil, que a única pessoa que eu vejo fazendo, além da Lorin, é meu pai. Meu pai realmente, quando pegava no pandeiro e dançava, ele realmente consegue tocar e dançar muito bem. E é uma coisa muito difícil. So, Lorin, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Is that good for you? Is the conversation okay? Do you want to make any question?
Well, I might have something to add to this previous thought, and it's just that I think that we need to bring a lot of consciousness and mindfulness to our work, especially as white people studying samba, us white people, and outsiders and Americans. I think that I try to be really conscious about sparking conversations and getting people to think deeper and to acknowledge like that samba is so fun and it's such a celebration, it's such a party, and we enjoy it so much. But you know, people died and continue to face violence to keep this force alive, and here we are enjoying it, and so we have this responsibility to speak up and stand up for it and to let people know that it's facing marginalization and attack. And
Yeah. You know, Lauren, it's just very interesting, and I don't know how this is gonna sound right now, but I feel like some people they um I you know I feel like some people see exactly what they can get from, what they can get from, and I think this is what happened in any colonization history.
yeah,
I just can see what I can get from. I just can see what I can take and be in advantage and create it like, this is mine, this is who,
money, so
it's the
much about
money.
money. Yeah,
Yes. And I still feel that only who really listen to the call of samba will be the people that will be doing what you say about defending, protecting, standing for, I really think that. Um, and this, I don't, for a long time, I would see like, let me see what's not working. Oh, this is not correct. This is not what it is.
right.
And it took me a while for me to really to accept and understand that of course that's gonna not gonna be what it is. Because even myself is not doing what it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? I am I was born over there, I'm a black, I have the privilege of being born into samba, but I'm pretty sure that if elders see what we are doing today, somebody's gonna say something.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as an artist, you can't satisfy everybody, but as a student, like you have to at
Mm-hmm.
least try and make an effort to
Mm-hmm.
become respectful. Um,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, I mean, it's like this tradition has been through so much.
Mm-hmm.
It got forcibly taken out of Africa and brought to Brazil, and then now we're Americans looking at Brazil, and I feel like it's such a huge tradition that I don't know anybody who would look you in the face and say, I know this tradition, I know what there is to know, or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we're all just like feeling it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you just have to keep going, like I think
Mm-hmm.
something that I've heard from you is you have to study no matter who you are. You have to put the effort forth, even if you are
Mm-hmm.
born into it. You have to bring your soul to it. You have to bring your
Mm-hmm.
energy to it and dedicate yourself to it.
Yes, yes. And I see this a lot on you. I really respect you for that.
Thank
But
you.
my point also, and that's what I said, that I don't know how people are going to hear this now, but I think like some people have happened to be white, and not the people are white. And the people that have happened to be white are the people that, despite they know they're privileged, they kind of not use against others.
Yeah.
And the people who are white, they use that privilege to take away
Yeah.
from others.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yes. And um, one of the things I've learned over the years is the best thing I can get out of this, the best thing I can take away is not fame, it's not money. I'm not going to get famous through samba. It is the friendships. It's the relationships.
Mm-hmm.
It's me knowing you and loving
Mm.
you and
Oh,
all
God.
of my other teachers. Like, you guys bring so much to my life. And
Mm-hmm.
if I was not open to that,
Mm-hmm.
it
Mm-hmm.
would, I would be doing you a disservice and myself a disservice. So
Yes.
the best thing we can get is friendship.
Yeah. So, gente, a gente começou a falar a respeito, sabe, de essa coisa, né, de como essa coisa da apropriação cultural e as pessoas, às vezes, se aproximam, né, da cultura brasileira com essa percepção que ela tem alguma coisa para tirar, ou que o benefício, dinheiro, fama, seja o que for. E aí, é claro que você vai encontrar outras pessoas que não, que vão realmente se dedicar, se entregar. E eu falei uma coisa que eu não sei como é que vai soar para as pessoas, mas tem pessoas, tem brancos, tem pessoas que calharam de ser brancas, e tem pessoas que são brancas. Então, as pessoas que calharam de ser brancas, elas vão realmente abdicar, elas vão abrir mão desse privilégio, né? Oh, your mom. Oh,
That's my
that's so
mom.
beautiful. Oh, that's so beautiful. Hi, mom. So, so Cecilia is here too. Cecilia is my beautiful Cecilia Ferreira. So, and some people, they just gonna be white, and they're gonna use that privilege against and to really to hurt others, to really to do things. Lauren, can you hold on just a minute, guys? I have somebody over here at my door knocking. Hold on, I don't know what it is. Let me just call my husband over here really fast for him to save me. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let me see if he pick up the phone. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. This is
Here, we'll play some music.
live music. Yes, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's crazy. So, guys, I'm sorry. I heard, but I did not see anybody. I think, but I found a package. So I think the person knocked and left the package and left the package. So, sorry. Okay, this is a lively. Also, I'm so sorry.
Real life.
So, então ela estava falando, né, dessa coisa de que ela se sente muito privilegiada de ter professores, de ter pessoas como, né, sabe, como eu e outros professores na vida dela, e o quanto, não, nisso tudo que ela aprendeu, uma coisa que, sendo da cultura ou não, tem que estudar, tem que se dedicar. E uma outra coisa que foi super importante que a Lauren disse, é que para ela não pensa em fama, ela não pensa em dinheiro, mas ela pensa na amizade que ela criou, nas pessoas que ela realmente tem contato, e isso traz muito para ela. So, an inspiration for you when you're doing your performance. Carla. Carla Singer. That's beautiful. Yeah. When you have your classes, your performance, when you put a show together, what are your inspirations? What it is behind that? What the message? What it is?
I think that the place it starts is rhythm. Just like
Mm-hmm.
my story started with rhythm. My
Okay.
inspiration starts with rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I'm very inspired by the natural elements. And after
Mm-hmm.
years of working with Rosangela Silvestre and
Mm-hmm.
learning how to connect with natural elements through dance,
Mm-hmm.
that's definitely a huge inspiration to me. And
Mm-hmm.
just, the idea that we can, I think a lot of us, me at least, I spend every day missing this connection with the earth. Like I feel like there's something missing from my life. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that one way that I have found that I can connect with nature and with the earth and natural elements is by embodying them through dance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I am sorry, this telephone. Okay, so eu perguntei para Lauren qual é a inspiração dela quando ela bota um show, quando ela cria, né? Porque ela tem um show todo ano, ela faz, o grupo dela faz um show maravilhoso. E eles também fazem a competição, né, de coisa, de passista, da rainha da bateria. Como é que ela realmente, assim, o que é a inspiração dela, as inspirações, e ela falou que depois de trabalhar tanto tempo com a professora Rosângela Silvestre, ela começou a aprender também a ver os elementos da natureza. Ela começa pelo ritmo, assim como foi a entrada dela nessa cultura, que foi através do ritmo, e depois ela vê essa conexão com os elementos da natureza, mas ela falou uma coisa tão linda, que é o fato de que ela sente que ela sente saudade da conexão dela com a terra, né, com a mãe terra, e que isso é por muito tempo, por isso é pela vida dela toda. Então ela sente essa necessidade de fazer essa conexão, ela sente essa necessidade de realmente se conectar e através do samba e através dos orixás, da dança dos orixás, do ritmo, ela pode fazer essa conexão. Lauren, you are teaching me so much, and I'm all like goosebump over here because, sometimes we even don't see this depth, in Brazilians. You don't. Or even, not just say about the Brazilians, but even African Americans. To think of the this blue, this missing something, the missing the connection with earth, missing the connection with the home, the origin.
Yeah.
We almost don't hear that, and I think, like, thank you so much for bringing this and remind us how it's beyond. Yeah, this over here is beyond. It's really, it's very transcendent. uh this is amazing. What makes me to really to to think how samba is a way of us to be expressing something that we maybe not have even words to express.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I was actually really nervous for this today because just the idea of trying to wrap words around any of this is like the
Mm-hmm.
hardest thing. And I'd rather just speak it with my body.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a big gift. And, I mean, you've honestly given me so much that if there is a way for me to give back, I want to do it, and that's, I think,
Mm-hmm.
another way that we can avoid cultural appropriation is if you can not just be taking, can you give something back? So
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
my hope.
And I think I can see that. I can see that. In June, when we had the International Samba Congress online, um, it's very interesting because we had that, okay, we have to test, Gustavo and Annie, and gonna be like Mariana helping, and you know it was very interesting because a lot of the American, well, was you and the Angelique and somebody else that say, oh, I'm doing this weekly. but we want to make sure that you had it, the support and everything. And I think like the comment that I heard, I'm like, oh, she's so ready. She's really ready. You know, they have this, they have that. It sounds great. So, and I think this is the thing also that when I was watching your class at the International Samba Congress, I was like out of my body because it's not about, oh, look how she's dancing. No, it's about you really kill it. You really kill it to the point where Patrick was like, "What the fuck is happening right now?" and he was like, "She has to come to Brazil Samba Congress. She has to teach on the Brazil Samba Congress. She's gonna be there. I'm gonna make everything for her to come." So, and that's the space that I feel like we need to create for each other, and not to be superficial and fake about it,
Mhm.
and have this open conversation over here that we're having. Like I said, it was really hard for me to write that email that I wrote, like, guys, blah, blah, blah. But at least it was like, well, that's what I believe.
Yeah.
And that's how we're going to get people and filter who needs to be, will be in, who needs to go, will go.
Yeah. And to voice your priorities. And I think, honestly, that's what I'm talking about, this beast, right? Like you have
Uh-huh.
the Samba beast too, where I mean it's honestly lost me friends before because I'm I'm working with a community who is very far removed from samba and
Mm-hmm.
is very used to like politeness. And then my
Mm-hmm.
samba beast comes out and says, "No, this isn't good enough. You need to do
Mm-hmm.
better. You need to know more and you need to bring more awareness." And
Mm-hmm.
what the hell? That's what I heard in you, and I think it was legitimate. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think if you are creating opportunities like that, I think it's okay for you to voice your priorities in those
Mm-hmm.
experiences that you're creating for people.
Yeah. So, people, we are here with Lorin Hansen and the Bate-Papo de Malandro. I love this too, Jill. Oh my gosh. And I would love to really, if you have any questions for Lori, or every question for me, if you have any suggestion of people that you would like to come and hear, maybe we could do, with Mason, that also I think is a great support for Lauren because it's so beautiful. I think like what I saw in your class at the International Summer Congress, Lauren, was exactly how you and Jace is so like connected
Yeah,
and support of each other. You understand
yeah,
what I'm saying? So, and I feel like this was one of the stronger things too, because it doesn't matter if we say it, oh, we need to be together, we need to be connected, and we are not.
mm,
And so many times I see like myself like, ooh, I'm not being connected over here. You know what I mean? But I can see how this really happened. So, people, if you have any um, person that you would like to us to come, and believe me, I am very weak, working really hard to bring people. And next week will be Carlos Bolacha, is the Caxanga do Malandro owner and one of the best dancers that I have seen, gafieira dancers. But also Carlos Bolacha has a legacy that's so beautiful, and his father just passed away, but it seems like his father was the Malandro.
mm.
And I want to talk to him about being the son of Malandro. Is a Malandro or not? Ok. So beautiful. Also, gente, olha só, a gente está aqui conversando com a Lauren. E se você tiver alguma pergunta, algum comentário, alguma coisa, por favor, nos mande, que a gente está quase terminando a live. Mas também, se você tiver alguma sugestão para realmente, sabe, de pessoas para a gente entrevistar aqui, a gente acredite ou não, mas eu tô, ou não, eu estou aqui trabalhando toda semana tentando ver com quem eu vou trabalhar. Nessa semana que vem, a gente está trabalhando com o Carlos Bolacha, que é o dono do Caxanga do Malandro, e também para fazer uma homenagemzinha ao pai dele, que acabou de falecer, e que era considerado o malandro. Então, eu quero conversar um pouco com o Carlos Bolacha a respeito de ser filho de malandro, quer dizer que ele é também malandro? Então, a gente vai conversar com isso. Lauren, if you had anything to say to the future generation of sambistas, or even the elderlies of sambista, what would you say?
Well, to young people, I would say, especially for those living in Brazil and for young people of color, I would just really urge you to stay connected to yourself, respect yourself, and don't listen to the people who try to tell you that you are less than worthy or less than valued, because they're only saying that because you're so powerful and they're scared of you, you know? So, and, you know, stay connected to earth and to self. Don't think you need to buy all this stuff to change yourself, to make yourself into, you know, to fit in or to make yourself beautiful or anything. You're already beautiful. You were born beautiful. To the elderly people, to the Bambas, I just want to say, thank you so much for not being silenced, for keeping this tradition alive amidst hardship and violence and all of the things that people live through to progress and to keep samba alive. Man, I am so grateful for this force in the universe.
Ok. So, perguntei para ela que se ela tivesse que falar alguma coisa para a geração futura, né, de sambistas e também para a velha guarda, né, o que ela diria, e ela falou que para a geração futura, ela queria que eles acreditassem, que eles não se levassem ou não se deixassem levar por essa mentalidade que eles não podem, para que eles acreditassem que eles são bonitos, já nasceram bonitos, que são potentes, que eles realmente precisam se conectar com a terra, se conectar com eles mesmos e não deixar que nada realmente faça com que eles duvidem, né, da capacidade deles mesmos e que estejam sempre conectados. E para a velha guarda, ela agradeceria muito por não se calarem e também por realmente abrir esse espaço e criar e fazer com que essa tradição continue viva, né? Então, ela tem muito... Laura, I have to tell you that I am very grateful to have you in my life. I think, like, you know, you are an example of how we don't need to be scared, because I feel like lots of times also we are scared of, oh, you're taking my culture, you are appropriating of this, you know. I have some problems with some people that I feel like it's so clear that they don't want to, you know, they want to just to be, but also I'm learning how to say, well, it is what it is. It is what it is, like Michelle Obama just said. And but I feel like I'm so grateful to have this space over here to really to learn from you, to make you, like, you know, this beautiful connection with you and your community. I feel so respected each time that I go over there, and it's amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
I love you.
No, I love you too. And you know, I think like we are just seeing more and more how we cannot do anything by ourselves. How it's so important for us to bring the community together. Oh, Vancouver Summer School, thank you. Awesome Bate-Papo.
Pablo.
Julia.
Hi, Pablo.
Yeah, Pablo, Julia.
Love
So
you.
yes, that was amazing. That was amazing. So, you know, we have Invictus working with us today. That it is the group of Gustavo, Annie, Biggie, and Rodrigo Marques. That it is behind this, the technology behind this thing, and I'm so grateful for this. Learning with them and from them and sharing is amazing. A lot of time we finish the live over here and we are crying like, oh my gosh, did you hear this? Did you hear that? So it was great. And also, look, talking about Black girl Moscato, that it is all, permanent. um, you know, one of the sponsors, she asked me to read something that I think is very connected with what you said, that you want to be this fierce woman and strong and showing this powerful thing. So, Spice and Sophistication. Girl Crew, that is the name of the company, is a company that is committed to celebrating the beauty, diversity, and power of women. Each bottle under the Girl Crew label uh, will be donating a portion of proceeds to various women's charities. Join our crew and as we swirl, sip, and salute the strength of the woman around the world. So this is over here is a Moscato, 100% Moscato. ABV is 12.4%. I don't know what the ABV is. And also the vintage of 2015. And the beautiful owner of the beautiful owner of this is my beautiful friend Erica Duffin. Okay, very beautiful. So, Gustavo, eu queria terminar. I would like to show also. Oh, first of all, before we end, what are the new plans for you? If you have new plans, new projects, or anything, and also your classes, how people can find you. How is that?
Awesome. Um, well, I'm teaching twice weekly, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So you can take our classes back to back.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
and
true.
we're right in here. Come here. This is my husband Mason, and he plays music for us, and he plays piano and drum set and all sorts of different, very rich soundscape. And I'm really enjoying myself during this pandemic to discover what we can do just with him and I, because for many
That's good.
years we've had so many other people.
Hmm.
And it's fun to be able to reach people that are far away.
Yeah,
Like the
Yes, yes.
class always has half a dozen different states, different countries.
it's fun. Yeah.
Coming out with us, it's a good time. She teaches awesome.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
think, honestly, my next project is learning what life might be like without a project.
Ah!
Just
Okay.
to let it calm and to be on pause and to
Good.
be okay with that.
Okay.
Her project is
Gente,
the garden.
The garden.
The Garden. Eu a perguntei, qual seria o próximo projeto dela e quais são os planos e também o dia das aulas. Então, ela tem a aula terças e quintas, às 7 horas, mas é no horário de Utah. Então, assim, as pessoas podem pegar a aula dela e a minha no mesmo dia, que a gente tem aula no mesmo dia. That's the reason. Não, just kidding. So, e ela apresentou o marido dela, o Mason, que é um músico fenomenal. Ele toca piano, ele toca muitos instrumentos e eles estão realmente com essa possibilidade agora, né, de estarem juntos, só eles, nessa Covid, nessa coisa da quarentena, e ela tá realmente aprendendo, eles estão aprendendo o que eles podem fazer, só eles dois, porque antes era tudo muita gente, muita coisa, eles envolvidos, fazendo muita coisa. E o que ela disse que o próximo projeto dela é realmente começar a não ter projeto, a viver sem projeto. Então, para realmente estar calma e aproveitando o momento, coisa linda. Okay, that's a beautiful thing. So, now we're going to show, it's a very short clip of one of your show, the group that you have, Samba Fogo. And, just to people also see the standard that you have. Okay? Let's go. Vamos lá, Gustavo, bota aí aquele negócio que eu te mandei, o último vídeo que eu te mandei.
What's it gonna be?
I love this.
We use a lot of fire.
So, Lauren, and if somebody wants to contact Samba Fogo, Lauren, what they can contact you, how and when, and
Sambafogo.com. We actually have a new website up that just got put up, and then we're on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, just under Sambafogo we have all the pages, and then I also have personal pages. So you
okay, good. Okay, good. So, guys, unfortunately, we already 17 minutes passing our time. I could be over here forever talking more. I believe nobody has questions, so we will finish this over here with my heart full and very, like the reassurance that we are doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Like that we are going to the right direction. And this is really beautiful. For those over here in the United States, please vote. Please really learn how to support the post office. So you can send a letter to your friends. You can make, really going there, buying, stamps. You can really, those kind of credit card invitation that we received that came with a stamped envelopes. You can send that tour and send back. Send back. I remember seeing this video a long time ago and being speechless, as this is a dream project for me to have so many people on stage be involved with the creation of Brazilian culture. That's Julia from the Vancouver Samba School. That's beautiful. That's it.
Wow.
That's beautiful. So, então, gente, olha só, a gente vai ter que terminar, porque já passamos do horário, claro, a gente ficaria aqui, mas eu tô com meu coração, assim, sabe, assim, cheio mesmo de amor e de gratidão por saber que a gente está caminhando para um lugar certo, está fazendo a coisa certa, e isso aqui já me alegra muito, né, e eu falei aqui para o pessoal aqui dos Estados Unidos, por favor, para votarem, para a gente mudar, e também para apoiar os Correios daqui, né, porque está em ameaça. de serem fechados. Então, assim, se a gente pudesse realmente fazer alguma coisa. Oi, meu amor.
If you go to my link tree where you can register for my classes, there's also a link to a Google Doc with tons of action suggestions.
Okay.
Ways to contact your senators to defund the police and these things.
Okay. Good. Beautiful. So, thank you so much. Lorin, for you, I take it off my hat. Eu tiro meu chapéu para você. Muito obrigada. Super honrada. Obrigada, Gustavo e Anne, pelo apoio. Obrigada, Black Girl, por esse apoio. If you are a Black business owner and you want to be one of our sponsors, you can bring here for us, do it, us, supporting us in this. Is a very new thing. Also, please like the page, subscribe to the YouTube and, Instagram, because that's the way that life is happening right now. And we really need to keep up with that. So I'm not looking for, I need to have a 1,000, 2,000. No, I'm looking for really people to have a space and a channel that we can really openly talk about samba, about being Black, being white, and being as human beings. Okay, so that's a beautiful place. Lorin, beijo, Gustavo, Annie, muito obrigada por tudo. Black girl, thank you. White girl, thank you. Ok? Gente, muito obrigada por assistir. Love you. And next week, we're going to have Carlos Bolacha. And the following week, Dudu Nobre will be here with us.
Oh!
Yeah! So, please tell your people. Okay? So, Carlos Bolacha this coming Saturday, and 2 Saturday from now, we're going to have Dudu Nobre. So,
amazing, Anna. Thank you.
I try to. Beijos. Bye-bye, guys. Bye. Okay, bye.